Okay, so good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to our session this afternoon. This is a free webinar uh, hello po, good afternoon. This is the topic will be on DRG, wherein the 5 things to do ho if DRG will start ho sa 2026. Okay? So actually marami hong nag-register but I hope they can join us later. And good afternoon po. I hope they can join us later and see if they can share some input. So to everybody on board, it's kahit mga 2 minutes na lang. Okay? Try to call your team and try to see if they can join. And we will start our session anytime. Okay po. So our discussion this afternoon will be a little bit interesting. So I'm going to talk about 5, okay, important things if event that DRG will start. Okay? Sorry. If DRG will start this 2026. So hopefully meron ho kayong matutunan. Okay? And hopefully you can also prepare your institution. Maitanong ko lang po, for those of you who are here right now, can you please indicate ho, ano yung level ng facility ninyo? I would like to know. Okay, kindly indicate if you're an infirmary, if you're a level 1, a level 2, or a level 3. Para lang ho, may idea ako. Okay sir, thank you. Level 2, level 2, level 1, and we have a level 2. Okay, level 1. Okay po. And I hope the others level 2. Okay. So infirmary. Okay. Okay. Thank you po. Okay. So we don't have a level. Hello, Doktora Almora. Okay. Wala tayong level 3. Okay. Okay po. So meron bang level 3 dito? Can you indicate if you're a level 3? So hanggang level 2 lang tayo. Infirmary, level 1, and level 2. Okay po. Sige. Now, okay, thank you, sir. So, my next question is this, no? Is it okay if we start our session? Can you please type yes if it's okay to proceed? Type no if we'll wait for the others to join. Okay po. We have yes, yes, and we have yes. Sige po. Sige. Just to be fair, for those of you who came in early, I think we should start our session. So, kung hahabol ho sila, so that would be good. Okay. So, let us start our session this afternoon. Once again, good afternoon to everybody. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Welcome to our session. This is a free webinar, basically all about on DRG. And the topic this afternoon will focus more on tips or suggestions or recommendations on how to prepare in the event that DRG will start in 2026. Okay? Now, ang pag-uusapan ho natin ay specific strategies, specific ho na mga inputs. And hopefully you can use it, be it if you're an infirmary or if you are a level 1 or a level 2. Okay? Now, I'll be talking of 5 things. Okay? Probably these are, some of you alam nyo na ho ito. Some of you, this might be something new. But if you are willing to stay and finish everything ho, ito hong 5 ay actually 7 all in all. Okay? So, if you're going to finish the session, it will not be long. Okay? I prepared actually 7 things for you guys to do in the event that DRG will start. Okay po. So, let us start. Okay? Now, the 5 things, okay, So before I do this, just a short disclaimer lang din. Basically, what I'm going to present to you uh, are inputs coming from what I've learned, okay, when I was still in PhilHealth, kasi nga itong DRG matagal na ho ito. And of course, a lot of updates are seen. Okay, I've done quite an interesting number of key informant interviews regarding DRG in other countries, okay? Be it in the US, in the Middle, rather in Europe and in Asia, and a little bit, quite an interesting exchange in email and a short discussion with someone in Thailand, okay? Now, basically, these are for academic purposes and it's not intended to malign anybody. Okay po. Now, let us proceed, no? So, the 5 things that will potentially, that you need to actually do, no? In the event that the DRG will start on 2026. So, question, what if, okay, it will start in 2026? Okay? Sa opinion ko po, if you're going to ask me kailan, okay, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2026. This DRG has been delayed for quite a while and I think 2026 po would be the best year. Okay, it's just a question of is this the first quarter or sometime in the second quarter. Now, ganito ho yan. Yan ho ay opinion ko lamang. Okay, linawin ko po ha. Bakit ko nasabi? So this is what I've been telling many of my clients, especially the masterclass group. Okay? It's just like attending a wedding of your friend wherein you are not invited sa wedding. Okay? So when you ask your friend, ikakasal ka ba? Okay? Your friend will typically say, hindi ngayon. Okay? Or hindi pa. But you doubt the answer, or you probably think your friend is lying on your face, okay, because of the following reasons. Number one, hindi siya magpapakasal, pero alam mo na nabook na yung venue. Okay? Hindi siya magpapakasal, pero alam mo, okay, nabook na rin yung band para sa reception. Okay? Hindi siya magpapakasal. But then again, nalaman mo na meron ng simbahan at meron ng date. So, here's the question. Magpapakasal ba o hindi? So naturally, okay, there's a big chance magpapakasal because the signs are already there. So it's the same with DRG. Okay? My point is this. So PhilHealth officers have been going around even making presentation in other medical society groups and announcing that DRG is coming. That's number one. Okay? So, wala lang ang date. Okay? But if you try to assess, matagal na ho ito. Ilang taon na itong na-postpone. Next, okay? Lumabas na po yung CF5. Okay? Yung CF5, hindi ho yan pinalabas na walang plano. Okay? Question sa inyo, nung pinalabas ho ang CF5, ano ho ang kasama na to sa pag-implement? Okay? Anybody? Can anybody recall? There's the instruction. Okay? There is a cutoff date. You need to use the CF5. Together with the CF5 is also another document. Okay? So anybody? Okay? Alam ba ho ninyo yun? Okay. Si Ma'am naman. Okay. Of course, alam nyo. It's the ESOA. Okay, di ba? So, ano ba ang cut-off date na sinabi nila? The ESOA and the CF5. Okay? Anybody who wants to guess? Ano ba yung cut-off date? Okay? May? May ba, ma'am? O, ano ba yung cut-off date ng ESOA? Is it May? Or is it June? Okay? So, that's another thing. It's June, di ba? So, ngayon, ganito yan. Yung CF5, intentional yan na ilalabas yung ISOA. Kasi kailangan magkasama yan sila. Okay? Aside from capturing the 1, 12, and 20, they need also to capture the electronic or the financial data. They need to capture that electronically. Why? Kasi related ho yan sa mga costing. At the same time, eventually, gagamitin yan sa global budget. Okay? So may purpose yan. So, ang next na tanong is ganito. Kung sanay kayo sa trabaho ng gobyerno, hindi ho eternal ang trial and error or testing. Kasi ho, yung June 30, okay, na cut off, hindi pwedeng matagal ang testing na yan. So the next question is this, okay? Sa gobyerno or in any organization, when does the budget refresh? Kasi mag-i-implement ho yan, kailangan may budget. Kailan ho ba, okay, nagre-refresh yung budget, okay, for implementation? Okay? Anong buwan ho yan ng taon na may panibagong budget for the year? Okay, anybody? In any organization or in the government, when does the budget, okay, will refresh in preparation for the new calendar year? Kailan ho? Anong buwan ho yan ng taon ang budget? Okay? Ginagawa ho ng November, but the execution ho is implemented when po? Okay? Kailan ho mag-take effect yung budget? Ano hong buwan sa taon? Okay? Hello, hindi nyo alam yung budgeting, di ba? You prepare the budget, but ang coverage na yan is from the start and up to the end of the year. What is, okay, nasa January ang budget ho. Okay? So, here's the thing. It will not start if the budget is not in. Okay? So, though medyo speculative ho, what I'm trying to say is, nandyan na po ang CF5, nandyan na po ang ISOA, umikot na sila at lahat, okay? And binigyan na kayo ng kopya ng PDF. Pinadalhan na ko lahat kayo ng PDF, okay, na dapat ninyong basahin. So there is a probability, a high probability that it will be, okay, really in 2026. Okay? Now, gusto niyo malaman what would be the trigger talaga na ano, na mag-uumpisa na? Okay? Gusto niyo malaman ano? Okay? Sabihin ko na lang ha. Pag lumabas ho yung DRG manual, kasi bibigyan ho kayo ng manual, okay? Makakatanggap ho kayo ng manual. Pag lumabas yung DRG manual, okay? Yan, sigurado, the implementation will happen, okay? And of course, there's the circular, okay? Now, I want you also to analyze this. Sa case rate, sa a lot of the big programs ni PhilHealth, okay? A lot of it ho talaga nasa first quarter of the year. Okay? Marami ho yan. So, case rate, a partial case rate, and ang hindi lang ho yung increase ng budget noong 2024 was on February, the increase in the payment, the budget increase in the payment or the benefit package 2024 was February 14. Increase in the benefit package sa 2025 was January. So lahat ho yan, ganun, except for the CF4, last quarter nila in-implement. Now, again, opinion ko yan. Hindi ako magkamali, okay? But I really do hope na handa ho kayo. Okay, so let us proceed. So, So, 2026 could change everything, okay? I do hope, handa ho kayo, handa ho yung team ninyo, at handa ho yung mga doktor at yung mga nurses is. So, what is the goal? So, the goal this afternoon is to provide everybody, okay, you'll be able to discover and eventually magamit ho ninyo extraordinary moves. Okay? These will focus on doable hospital strategies because the entire intention is to protect your income and to protect the survival of the hospital. Okay? So, ngayon, depende ho yan. Okay, sabi ni Sir, meron creating a course on DRG. Okay. So hopefully meron ho sanang courses on DRG dahil wala ho talagang nagtuturo na to. Okay? I hope, sir, this is a good info and I really do hope. Ang question ko kasi sino magtuturo. Okay. Thank you, sir. Now, okay. So DRG in context, okay? So we all know that there will be a transition, okay? So just an information, PhilHealth will be using the Thai DRG model version number 5. Now, the version model number 5 is not actually new, okay? Ginawin natin ha, ang gagamitin ho kasi, which is nakasulat din sa circular, is version number 5. So, this means that version number 5 actually is hindi ho siya bago. This is the old model na ginamit ni Thailand. Well, I think that's the best thing na pwedeng gamitin dahil yung mga bagong version ni Thai DRG is a little bit upgraded. Some of it may not be applicable pa sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, it's a welcome thing na version number 5. Okay? Now, again, no, before we dwell into the extraordinary moves, just to highlight, dapat alam ho ninyo ito. Dapat may idea ho yung mga tao nyo ng claims blueprint. Just like all case rate, DRG operates in the same process. Okay? Everything starts with patient registration. This is wherein you admit the patient. This is where admitting staff are seen. Then, once they are admitted, dito ho ninyo binibigay yung mga services. These are the delivery of services. The doctors, the clinicians, the nurses, the ancillary, room and board, everything. Then there's a lot of documentation here. Ngayon, pag nag-MGH yung doktor, two things will happen. Okay, information from this delivery of services proceeds to billing office. Ang iba namang hospital, dadaan nyo yung papel sa medical records and it will proceed to billing office. But it's the same story. Okay? It involves medical records, it involves your billing and claim staff. Now, kapag na-settle na ng pasyente yung mga bayarin at na kompleto ho yung statement of account, the patient is physically out. So, somewhere in between the patient registration and billing, gagawa ho ng CF4. Okay? This is very basic and I'm pretty sure alam ho ninyo ito. Okay? Now, to proceed, pag wala ho na yung pasyente, the claims office ng inyong hospital will prepare the claim and transmit it to PhilHealth. They scan everything, okay, and prepare the XML and give it to PhilHealth. And once PhilHealth will receive it, okay, probably several months, magbabayad sila, payment will happen, and posting of payment is required in your hospital. Okay, that is where accounting comes in. Whatever was not paid should, okay, be seen or analyzed by the people assigned sa RTH and the denied management. Okay. Sa DRG, the same lang ho ang proseso. Ang point ko ho, ito ang claims blueprint. This is the entire claims process. Okay? Your employee, okay, be it a nurse, a doctor, the biller, the medical records, who is part of this, meaning they are also part of the claims process. Okay, malinaw ho yan ha. Now, Ano ba yung difference ngayon ng case rate sa DRG? Okay, ito matagal ng slide. Inuulit ko, basic lang. Yung case rate, ang basis of payment is a case rate 1 and there is also the case rate number 2. Sa DRG po, okay, the basis of payment will be a little bit different. The hospital will be paid based on the primary illness or the principal diagnosis. 1. Okay? Itong primary illness or the principal diagnosis will be in the form of ICD-10. Then next, secondary illness. Okay? Secondary illness ho is either a complication or a comorbidity. Okay? So ito po ay in the form of ICD-10 also. Ngayon, ilang secondary illness or ilang secondary conditions ang babayaran? 12. Okay? Now, procedure. Ito po ay either a surgical procedure or a non-surgical procedure. Procedure, 20 ho ang babayaran. Okay? In other countries, kasama na ho ang labs and diagnostics under the procedure. These are in a form of procedure codes. Okay? If it's a surgical, it will be in a form of a RVS code. Sa Thailand ho, it's an ICD-9 code. ICD surgical code, sorry. So, you have number 4, ICD-10, and you have the procedure codes number 5. The relative weight, okay? Relative weight ho, this is the assigned number that will be given to the illness, okay? In combination with other information that will subsequently be adjusted depending on the condition. So ito hong relative weight, sa costing yan, manggagaling kay PhilHealth yan. Okay? And of course, the age of the patient, the length of stay, and the outcome. Outcome means patient was discharged improved, patient was discharged home against medical advice, patient was discharged absconded or expired. Okay? So, ang point ho dito, sa DRG, ang hahanapin ho ninyo as a hospital is 1, 12, and 20. 1 principal, 12 secondary illnesses, and 20 procedures. Okay. Question at this point, naintindihan ba ho ninyo? Okay? Magbabayad si PhilHealth ng 1 principal, 12 means these are secondary illnesses, these are complications and comorbidities. Complication means it is a result, okay? It is a result of a certain activity during the time of confinement. Okay? Huwag ho kayo mag-alala, ito hong ating webinar ngayon. If the output is good, we will post this ho sa YouTube channel namin. Okay? Hope you can subscribe. So you can do the replay on this anytime. Again, ano ba yung complication? It is an unintended result or an unintended reaction of a certain event during the time of confinement. Example, the nurse nag-IVTT ng antibiotics, suddenly ang pasyente nagkaroon ng anaphylactic shock or an allergic reaction. That is a complication. Or the surgeon or the OB cesarean section, medyo tumama sa bladder. Okay, that is also a surgical complication. Okay? Now, a comorbidity is something else. A comorbidity is a pre-existing condition, okay, not related to the primary problem or rather related to the primary problem. So for example, pumasok yung pasyente ninyo due to MI, the comorbidity niya is a smoker, okay, hypertensive yung pasyente, diabetic yung pasyente, yan ho yung comorbidity. So, PhilHealth will pay as many as 12 for as long as you can list everything, and 20 procedures. Now, here's the thing. Ang procedures ho, sa ibang bansa, ang procedures, okay, kasama ho ang diagnostics, kasama ho ang labs, and then meron hong surgical. So, these are the RVS codes. and there are non-surgical. What do I mean by non-surgical? These are nursing procedures. So, okay, sa ibang bansa yan. Binabayaran. Blood transfusion, NGT insertion, Foley catheterization. Okay, even the CPR, it is a procedure, no? Marami ho, especially yung mga nursing activities binabayaran sa ibang bansa. So here's the thing. Si PhilHealth magbibigay ng manual. There will be a list of illnesses na pwede lang for primary. And there will be a list of illnesses na pwede ho pang secondary condition. And there is a list that will be given na pwede ho siya as part of the procedure. Okay? Paano ko nalaman na may listahan? Who wants to know? Okay? Who wants to know kung paano ko nalaman na may listahan? Can you please type me if you want to know? Okay? Paano mo nalaman, Doc Ben, na may listahan? Who wants to know? Okay, thank you po. Okay. Who wants to know? Napakasimple ho. Okay, thank you very much. It's the same way how I've been telling many of my clients. How in God's name did I know that these things will happen? Okay? Paano ko nalaman yung mga ganitong detalye? Ganito po, nung lumabas ako sa PhilHealth, meron akong libro ng DRG. Okay? May libro ho yung DRG. Sa kasamaang palad, nabigyan ako, and then hawak-hawak ko ho yan nung nag-exit ako. Yung libro na yan ho yung Thailand version number 5. Diyos ko, kailan pa ako nag-resign sa PhilHealth? 2017? Something like that. Yung version number 5 ng Thailand, matagal na ho yan. When we implemented all case rate noong 2013, ang intention ho talaga is mag-DRG probably a few years later. Kaya ho, pinag-uusapan na yan. Okay? But of course, it never happened. So ngayon, kailangan na nilang gawin yan. So, ang point ko ho, paano ko nalaman na may listahan? Kasi po, okay, kahit yung circular na na shadow billing, marami hong mga salita doon ay nanggaling ho sa DRG manual ng Thailand. Okay? Marami ho, hindi ko na lang sabihin kung ano, basta yung content ng manual ng Thailand, some of them nasa circular. Okay? Ng shadow billing. So there's nothing wrong with that. Ang point ko lang ho is this, okay? Yung basis kasi talaga is Thailand. Even the words that is being used came from the Book of Thailand, okay? So, ang point ko po ay ang mga sinasabi ko dito ay hindi gawa-gawa lang at kundi some of it or a lot of it came from the manual, okay? So, before I will proceed, ang question ko, I'll go back to the slide. Ito ba po, naintindihan ba ninyo? Oh, sorry. Where is that? Slide. Okay, ang question is this. I hope you can see the slide. Ito. Type number 1, if naintindihan ho ninyo ang difference. Type number 2, if hindi ho ninyo naintindihan. Okay? Okay. Yung tanong ho ninyo, sir, wala. Okay? Kaya just feel free to communicate ho anytime. Sa tanong nyo, Sir John Alejano, we can talk about it, sir, anytime po. Actually, ang dami ko nang natulungan na hospital. Okay, type number 1, naintindihan nyo ha? Okay, thank you very much. Now, I'm going to proceed with the next slide. Ito. To make it simple, no, yung iba sa inyo nakita nyo na ito. Okay? Yung mga magagaling na hospital who's on board right now, nakikita ko yung mga pangalan ninyo. Welcome back. Okay? So, I'll just need to present this to some na kung ngayon lang sila nakapasok. Now, to make it very simple ho sa inyo, this image ipapakita ko para madaling maintindihan. Okay? Now, just a disclaimer ho, no? The next slide I'm going to present, is this the exact way how it's going to happen? No. Okay? It's not the only way. But the intention of the slide is for you to easily understand it. Okay? Ang dami ho kasing paraan on how DRG will be implemented. Ito ho ay isa lang sa napakarami. But I'm quite confident that once you get to understand this next slide, you will capture the entire idea easily. Okay? So, ganito ho yan ha. Balik ko sa slide. Now, ito yung kanina na sinabi ko. This is the basis of payment. We have here the following. The primary diagnosis is 1. And you have there the complication, comorbidities. This will be the 12. The procedure done, which is 20, represented by the procedure code. And the ICD-10 is also there. The length of stay, the discharge status. Yung nasa baba ho, that's the age, the date of birth, the weight, and the gender. Yan ho ang basis of payment. It's the combination of all. Okay. Now, dahil napakarami ho na yan, napakahirap ho na yan, i-analyze manually. But actually, it can be done manually, but it's a little bit tedious. So, this information will pass now through a DRG grouper. Ito po, yung bilog na green. Yang grouper ho, software yan. Lahat ho ng nag-DRG, ito po lahat ho ng bansa na nag-implement ng DRG, gumagamit ho ng system, ng software. This is what we call the grouper. Yung grouper ho, the insurance will provide that. So yung grouper ni Philippines, nang manggagaling yan kay Thailand. So ang ipapagamit ho sa inyo as a hospital is the Thailand model, and eventually PhilHealth will make their own and magagamit ho yan. Okay, so all the information needs to be input doon ho sa, sorry, balik ko muna sa slide ho. So, where's the slide? Yan. Okay. If you can see, okay, the information on the left side, these are the critical things, okay, that we get from the clinical chart. Okay? So ito mga information na ito, the combination of all of that needs to be analyzed, okay, using yung grouper. So ipapasok po yan doon sa software. Okay? Yung software ngayon, ang tawag dyan is the grouper. Okay, yung access na ibibigay sa inyo, originally, binigyan nila ng pangalan yan, ang tawag na yan is the seeker. Okay? Now, sa loob ho ng software na yan, kung makita ninyo, there is now the word cost and RW is the relative weight. Now, ideally ho, this software will analyze the information na pinasok doon sa software. Okay? Yung information na yan, ito na ho yung primary, complications, comorbidities. Okay. The grouper will analyze that and it will provide the DRG code and the subsequent amount. Okay. So, ang point ho na yan is meron hong software. Okay? Now, sa mga kliyente ko ho, I actually recommend na kailangan meron ito. Ito ho yung tao ng hospital na uupo sa system para i-input yung information na manggagaling dito. Now, is the DRG coder required? For me, yes. But meron pang discussion na to si PhilHealth? No, wala. Okay? In other countries, meron hong DRG coder. In other countries, wala naman po. Now, here is the thing. Okay? Yeah, before that, question, naintindihan ba ho ninyo ang image? Okay, type yes kung naintindihan ninyo, type no if hindi ho ninyo naintindihan dahil uulitin ko. Naintindihan ba ho ninyo ang image na to? Type yes if naiintindihan ninyo, type no if not. Okay? Okay po. So, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, ganito ha. For those of you na medyo bago pa dito, bakit kailangan ng DRG coder? Kasi po, notoriously, sa case rate, ang problema ng hospital, hindi kayo nababayaran dahil mali-mali yung documentation natin sa chart. Nagkamali, it's either incorrect, incomplete, or inconsistent. Yung information na galing sa doktor, yung information na galing sa nurse, yung ating mga labs, hindi ho siya tugma-tugma. Now, pag naningilo kayo kay PhilHealth, may mga RTH, may mga denied. Okay? Ilang dekada na ho ganun yan. Pero at punot dulo ho na yan lahat is because there is a clerical error of practically documentation issue. Now, here's the thing. Dahil notorious ho sa ating bansa yung mali-mali na documentation, it would be best that someone in the hospital should screen the information first before using the grouper. Okay? To maximize the revenue, it should be screened first by the DRG coder. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, sa akin lang point yan. Okay? Sa Thailand, ginagawa ba? Hindi po. Merong iba may DRG coder, meron namang iba walang DRG coder. Okay? Sa Amerika, ginagawa ba? Walang DRG coder sa Amerika. But what they have is a third-party institution. They hire an entire agency to clean up the clinical chart or to clean up the claim, to scrub the claim. Okay? So kasama na yung DRG/coder doon. Okay? So ang point ko ho, dahil notoriously mali-mali yung mga, or there is an inconsistency in the clinical chart, it is best, okay, to pre-screen it, pre-screen mo muna by the DRG coder, okay, and saka mo ipapasok sa grouper para ma-maximize mo. Okay? Now, ito po. Sa mga kliyente ko na masterclass who are actually here, okay? Sino ba ang nandito? Okay. Nandito si Naga, okay? I think yung medical evaluator namin si Doktora, I think nandito. Nandito ba si Doc? Nakita ko si Doc kanina. Okay, si Doc Emily nandito. So, sa ibang kliyente ko po, good afternoon, Doktora pala. Sa iba kong kliyente, sa masterclass, meron ho kaming medical evaluator. This is a trained medical evaluator. So the trained medical evaluator guides the DRG coder. Okay? So, meron ng DRG coder, meron pang medical evaluator. Ito ho talaga para 100% okay, ma-maximize lahat. Okay? So, here's another thing. Kung ano ho yung isisingil ninyo sa insurance, make sure may proof kayo. If your primary diagnosis is MI, make sure you have proof. Okay? If the complication is diabetes mellitus, make sure you have proof. Okay? Or rather, the comorbidity is DM, make sure you have proof. Okay? Kung may complication, make sure you have proof. It's the same with the procedures. It's the same with everything. Dapat may proof. Okay? Now, what do I mean by proof? Okay? So, question. Kapag nag-MI yung pasyente, ano ba yung proof na may MI yung pasyente? Ano ba yung katibayan na nag-MI? Anybody? What is the laboratory that we need to do na nag-MI yung pasyente? Yan ho yung proof, okay? Ano ba yung proof na may nag-MI yung pasyente? Okay? Anybody? Okay? An ECG? Okay, an angiogram pwede. Okay? Or even, okay? Or a trop-I. Di ba? Okay. So yan ho yun. Okay? Ito ho, yan yung proof na kailangan. So if you go back to the image slide, okay? Kapag napuno mo yung 1, 12, and 20, make sure meron kang trough eye, okay? Pag napuno mo ho yan, make sure meron kang proof, okay? Ganito. Ang problema ho kasi sa case rate, okay? Inumpisahan namin ito noong 2011, partial case rate, then 2013, okay? So nagsobrang isang dekada na ho yan. Sa case rate ho, ang sinisingil lang ninyo, case rate 1, case rate 2. Sa case rate 1, case rate 2, hindi ho ninyo kayang ipakita yung proof. Okay? Now, many of you hanggang case rate 1 lang kayo. Okay? Hirap na ho yung iba na ipakita yung result or yung proof. Hindi ho na-attach sa CF4 yung mga results. Now, this becomes a big problem because the opportunity 1, 12, and 20. The question is, kaya nyo ba? Kaya nyo bang ipakita yung proof? Okay? So malaking bagay ho yan, ha? I'll go back to the slide. So you really need to prepare for this because you are required to provide a proof kasi ho, pag nag-audit sila, gusto nilang makita. Okay. Now, how do you go about this? Very simple. You divide this into 3 parts. Okay? Paano nyo ba actionan ito? Paano kayo mag-uumpisa? Okay? I hope you got an image of this and then you just divide this into 3 parts. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Yung Part 1 ho, malaki ang role ng mga clinicians dyan. Nurses, doctors. Yan ho ang focus ng trabaho ninyo, documentation. Okay? The primary, the complications, the procedure done, nasa inyo yan. Ang clinical chart nasa nurses. So it's your obligation now to complete the documentation and make it accurate. Okay? Number 2. Itong number 2 na area, this is for the DRG coder. Dapat may pre-screening kayo dito. Okay? Dito kasi yung positioning ngayon ng aming medical evaluator at ng DRG coder. So, lilinisin niya yung trabaho ng mga number 1. Ulitin ko ha, yung number 1, notoriously, medyo magulo yan. So, someone should clean it up. Hopefully, they can clean it with themselves. And then the second layer is the medical evaluator, okay, will evaluate it pre-bill. And then ibibigay sa DRG coder. And number 3, the DRG coder po will also analyze it and eventually get the code. And that is where you get your final 1, 12, and 20, which is number 3 that's related now to your billing. Okay? So, malinis na yung iyong nakuhang data. So, saan dapat makita yung 1, 12, and 20? Okay, dito, here, and here. Okay. Now, you should also understand this. Okay? There is an announcement that the CF4 is mawawala. What will be retained is the CF5. Yeah, really. Okay. But here's the thing. Si PhilHealth ho is insurance. Kailangan niyang mag-audit. Kung mawawala ho yung CF4, ano ang gagamitin niya pag nag-audit siya? Okay. Will they make a glorified CF4 or a glorified clinical summary in lieu of the CF4? Or they will require you to submit the clinical chart. Now, here's the problem. If they will ask for a clinical chart, matatagalan yung bayad. So, naturally, the assumption is, ginawa na ho namin yan, yung maghingi ng clinical chart. Wala hong kabuluhan yan. Okay? Hindi ho talaga nabayaran yung mga hospital dahil sa mga clinical chart. Kaya ho lumabas yung CF4. I don't know if you can recall, humingi ng clinical chart. Pinasubmit kayo ng clinical chart. Okay? Ng mga top illnesses. And naturally, hindi talaga nabayaran kasi binasa pa. Kaya ho lumabas yung CF4. Now, kung tatanggalin man nila yung CF4, the CF5 will remain. Anong babasahin nila? Clinical chart? Probably. Kasi sa Thailand po, clinical chart. Pero hindi lahat. Okay? So it could be that or it could be something else. My prediction is that there's a big chance that the CF4 will be retained, okay, for quite a while until they figure out something. So, well, that's my point. Okay. To proceed po we'll go back here. So, yung 1, 12, and 20, makikita dapat sa chart, makikita sa CF4, at makikita ho sa claims. So, it's going to be something like this. So, here you can see, ito ho yung documentation ng 1, 12, and 20. Dadaan siya dito sa grouper, and this is where you get your payment. Just to point out, saan ho ito galing? Dito yan. Okay? What is this? This is the claims blueprint. If you're an infirmary, level 1 or a level 2, it's the same thing. So, to proceed, nilabas nila ngayon ang CF5. Okay? This is now the CF5. This is the principal or the primary diagnosis, which is 1. Your secondary diagnosis is here. This is the 12. And you will have now the procedures, which is 20. Okay? Okay. Before I proceed, may I ask, at this point, naintindihan ba ninyo type number 7? Okay? Kung hindi nyo naiintindihan, type number 5. Okay. Thank you very much po. We have number 7, then we have number 7. And hopefully, naintindihan ninyo. Okay, thank you po. Okay. So, ito, nasa background ba tayo, ha? Now, okay. Kailangan ko hong i-explain muna sa inyo bago nyo maintindihan yung iba. Now, here's the thing. You also need to understand this. Thank you po. The relative weight. Ano ba yung relative weight? Itong relative weight is the value assigned to each DRG code that reflects the clinical severity, complexity, and the average resource of consumption. This is not a fixed value. Okay? Yung relative weight ho, ganito yung relative weight ho, manggagaling ho yan doon sa, ang gamit ho na yan is nasa software. Yung relative group ho, para the relative weight rather, okay, it is not fixed. It is a value assigned yan. Kasi yung isang DRG code is katumbas na yan are the combination of information na binigay ninyo sa system. Principal, secondary, co-ICD, okay? And the procedure codes and everything. Okay? So, whatever is the combination, mayroon yung relative weight yan. Hindi siya fix. Kasi hindi fix yung combination mo. Okay. Yan yung isa. Next that you need to understand is this. That is what we call the base rate. Yung base rate naman, this is, okay, a foundational average payment, okay, in pesos. So ito na yung monetary value. Okay, for a hospital case, it is a standard starting point. Okay, the value is fixed. So, ganito. Yung base rate, fix yan. Okay? Usually, ina-assign yan ni PhilHealth. So, yung base rate is the foundational average payment in amount. Okay? In pesos yan. Okay, ganito ako, ang prediction ko, ang base rate natin, nandyan lang yan sa 15,000. 15,000 plus minus 3. Either 15, 14, 12, or 15,000, 16, 17. Okay, yan lang yung opinion ko. Okay? So, yung base rate fix, yung relative weight mo is not fixed. So, what's going to happen? Okay? Yan ngayon ang formula. Yung base rate na assignment ni PhilHealth, i-assign na yan sa hospital. Okay? ang prediction ko lahat, infirmary, level 1, level 2, level 3, pareho kayo lahat ng base rate. Okay? Example, 15,000. Okay? Bakit 15,000? Okay? Kasi yung pneumonia dati, 15,000. Okay? Wala pang increase yan. So kung gagamitin nila, ang pneumonia kasi ang pinaka-common nationwide. Kung gagamitin nila yung old pneumonia, 15. Kung gagamitin nila yung bago, 29, medyo malaki. Okay? So anyway, yung base rate is you need to multiply it with the relative weight. Ito yung hindi fix. Okay? So, ito example lang, ipapakita ko. Gusto yung example? Okay? Pakitype gusto ko if you want examples. Okay? Para malinaw lang, pakitype. If gusto mo ng example, tagay nyo please type gusto ko. Okay, okay? Anybody? Kasi kung ayaw nyo, hindi ko papakita. Okay. Sige. Okay. So, ito again. Thank you po. This is just an example. Again, hypothetical lang ito Okay? Ibig sabihin, gawa-gawa lang ito. Hindi ito yung example ni PhilHealth. So, this is just for discussion purposes. Okay, the figures are purely hypothetical. The first column, you have the DRG code in some country, and then the case description here is pneumonia without complication. Okay Dahil without complication siya, okay, pagiging benign yung sakit. I want you to observe. Usually, ang relative weight, pagpalagay natin, ang assignment is 1. Ang relative weight is adjustable. It is not fixed. The base rate is fixed. So, gagamitin ko lang yung base rate na 15,000. Okay, fix yan. Kung pneumonia without complication, ang assignment ng system based on the costing, based on the severity, based on the information na binigay ng hospital, ang assignment is 0.833. Hindi nga siya umabot ng 1. Okay? Lakihan natin Hindi umabot ng 1 dahil walang complication. Kasi sa DRG, tataas yung bayad kapag depende sa severity. Ito, pneumonia lang without complication. If we follow the formula, 0.8 times 15,000, okay, ang makukuha is 12 lang. Bakit? It is a mild case, routine antibiotics, and then walang ICU. Okay? So, ayun, nintindihan nyo So, dahil pneumonia without complication, the relative assignment, okay, is 0.8. Hindi umabot ng 1 kasi usually ang standard nila is 1. Multiply that by the base rate. Itong base rate, gawa-gawa lang din ito. For example, 15,000. So, ang DRG rate is 12,495. Bakit? Because it's a mild case. Now, let's go with stroke with moderate complication. This one. The standard is 1. Ito, dahil stroke siya, may complication at medyo toxic. 1.9. Ang fixed base rate is 15. So, magiging 29,000 siya, 854. Bakit? Okay? Kasi nga, with complication and then added value, it needs imaging, IV meds, and rehab care. Mas toxic ito. Kaya siya may assignment na 1.9. Now, etong 1.9 will only happen, okay? Yung mga 1.9 will only happen kung tama yung information na binigay ninyo sa grouper. Yung principal, secondary, okay? Lalo na kapag nandun yung proof, okay? So, again hypothetical lahat ito. Okay? So, I'll go back to the slide. Now, let us proceed with the third. Okay, you have here the dengue without warning signs. So, ibig sabihin, may lagnat lang ito. Okay? Dengue without warning signs. Lalong bumaba, 0.6. Multiply that by 15, you get to have 9,295. Okay? Appendectomy, uncomplicated. 1. That means multiply it by 15, this is the result. Okay? And we go down to the last. Heart attack with complication, it's 3.7. Granting na nailista mo yung complications, okay? Sobrang taas, 3.7. Multiply it by the base rate, okay? This will be the result, 56,700. Why? ICU care, cardiac meds, etc. So, ang pinapakita ko sa inyo is just a very simple and hopefully clear idea on how the relationship between the relative weight and the base rate is combined. Okay? So, yung relative weight ho, tataas itong relative weight depending on the severity of the case. The severity of the case will depend on the information sa clinical chart na in-encode sa DRG grouper. Okay? So, now, to proceed. Ito yung example ni PhilHealth, hindi ito sa akin. Hiniram ko lang ito, pneumonia moderate risk. 17-year-old, 68-year-old, and a 72-year-old. Pneumonia ang main condition, walang complication, pati young, a senior with CHF, a senior with a CHF with type 2. Here, sa case rate, 29,250 lahat yan. Pagdating mo ng DRG, okay, ito ho, dahil walang complication, the same ang bayad, may congestion at 68-year-old naging 35, at ito po, 72, senior, may CHF, may DM, naging 40. Okay? Kasi po, the more severe the illness, the bigger the pay. Okay? Next, this is my example. The same logic. This is, the main condition is CAP-MR.
Sorry,
The main condition is CAP-MR. And we're talking here of patient 1, a 25-year-old. You will have a 56-year-old, 74, and a 76-year-old. Ano ho yung difference? Okay? So, if you try to see kung magkano yung amount, dito maliit lang. Kasi napaka-benign. Bata pa at walang complication, walang problema. Here, okay, naging 45. Bakit? Senior ang patient, ang dami yung secondary illness, meron pa hong procedure na ginawa, and then, kaya ho, 5 days yan, and then improve. Here, bakit siya naging 19,000? Kasi ho, naghama yung pasyente. Okay. I hope you understand this. Again, this is just a hypothetical case. The intention here is just to show you the comparison. Is this the actual thing? Probably not that complete. Okay? But the intention is para meron ho kayong pagbasihan. Okay? That it's going to be something similar to this. Not exactly the same. Now, another example. Okay? The principal diagnosis is severe sepsis due to hospital-acquired pneumonia. Okay? So, what is the proof na meron kayong sepsis? Anybody? Who can give us any suggestion? Kapag sinabi mong sepsis, ano ba yung proof? Ano ba yung This is a severe sepsis? Okay. So, okay, di ba? So, nakuha nyo Kung maglagay ho kayo ng sepsis, yan yung proof ninyo. Now, next. Ang secondary diagnosis niya, comorbidity and complication, acute respiratory failure. What is the proof na merong acute respiratory failure? Okay? What do you do kung may acute respiratory failure yung pasyente? Anybody? Who wants to answer the question? Okay. Di ba? I-intubate ho. Thank you po. So pag intubate natin, procedure na siya. Okay? So, respiratory rate, okay, yung can also, then hypoxemia. Okay. So ano ba yung labs na nagpapatunay na in respiratory failure siya na nakakatulong din sa pag-manage ng ating mechanical ventilation? Okay, you have there the ABG. So yan yung mga proof ninyo. Okay? Ganito ho yan ha. Here's the trick. Pag nag-diagnose kayo ng toxic, anything that has failure, tataas talaga ang bayad. But here's the thing. Anything that has failure, sepsis, or any catastrophic diagnosis, tataas ang bayad. At the same time, babasahin. Babasahin. So, kapag binasa yan, make sure may proof kayo. Tulad doon, severe septicemia due to pneumonia. Ano muna ang sepsis? And then, ano muna ang proof mo sa pneumonia? Okay? Na-toxic yung pasyente in respiratory failure. Tataas ang bayad dyan. Okay? So, nag-intubate ka. Then, what is the proof? Okay? So, I'll go back to the slide. Then, meron kang acute kidney injury. What is the proof na meron kang acute kidney injury? Anybody? What is the proof ng acute kidney injury? Kulang na lang ng ilang ligo, magkakaroon na siya ng renal failure. What can be done? Okay, pwede ho, this is the CREA. Type 2 DM. Okay, high CREA, thank you po. So meron kang type 2 DM, hypertension, anemia. What is the proof that the patient has anemia? Okay? Anybody? Di ba napaka-basic? Anemia of chronic disease. Okay, paano nyo nalaman? Low hemoglobin, the CBC, thank you po. So it's the same thing. May hypokalemia ka, may pressure ulcer stage 2 ka, may delirium, etc. The procedure's done. Okay? Endotracheal intubation. Meron kang central venous, nag-hemodialysis, nag-chest x-ray, the blood culture, bronchoscopy, Foley cut. So you need also to provide the proof dito. Okay? Diyos ko. Para kayo nag-crash course ng DRG. Ang question, naintindihan ba ho ninyo? Type yes kung naintindihan ho ninyo. Type no. Okay, thank you very much po. So, yan ho ay ang introduction lang. O, di ba? Para kayong nag-masterclass. Okay, let us dive to the extraordinary moves. Okay. Extraordinary move number 1. Okay. If you're operating a hospital, if you own a hospital, if you are an officer of the hospital, make sure you need to form a DRG team. Ano ho yung DRG team? Okay? The DRG ho kasi is a hospital-wide challenge. Okay? It's not just billing anymore. Ito po ang sinasabi ko sa mga kliyente ko na masterclass. Unlike case rate, which is nakafocus lang sa billing, ICD-10, may specific na package at isisingil mo. Yun lang. Sa DRG ho, it's going to be a little bit different. It's not anymore focused sa billing. It is now focused on bedside. All the activities done sa bedside should be documented. So, ibig sabihin, yung documentation ng nurses, SOAT, the labs na galing sa ancillary, the medicines, okay, everything must be documented. So that means, ang DRG ho, practically affects the entire hospital. It is not just billing anymore. Now, dahil it affects the entire hospital already, okay, you need now to create a command center and you need to coordinate DRG things sa inyong doktor, sa inyong nurses, sa finance, sa IT, and everybody. Okay? Because it affects the entire hospital. Who should be in the team? Okay? Representative ng doctors is very critical. Especially yung mga top doctors na nag-a-admit ng napakarami. Kung gusto nyong kumita ng malaki, ang una nyong turuan, yung inyong mga doktor na nag-a-admit ng napakaraming pasyente, dahil sila ho ang nag-a-admit, sila yung mas maganda sila dahil kasi nga the volume comes from there. You also need representative of your residents, okay, doctors, because sila yung frontline, accurate information should come from these people. You also need the nurses here. Nurses is not negotiable. Kasi yung documentation ng nurses ay napaka-importante. The pillars, the coders, the finance, and the IT is also the best option. Okay? If you have now the team, the quick action plan is you need to create command center, review real hospital cases, identify the weak points. Okay? Identify the weak points ng current CF4, ano ang problema ng documentation at ng billing flow. And you educate your team and you cascade the concept. Okay. Extraordinary move number 2. Enforce the 72-hour documentation rule. Okay? Ito po pakinggan nyo to. Now, the most expensive problem or mistake ng DRG seen in other countries is not so much because of poor coding, but simply because of poor or incomplete documentation. Hindi po nababayaran yung mga hospital sa iba't ibang bansa dahil po hindi kompleto yung documentation. Now, why 72 hours matters? DRG pays based on what is written, not specifically on what is done. Now, here's the thing. Okay, ginawa ng residente ninyo ang mga activities or ang mga services. However, hindi na naman niya sinulat. It was not documented. Okay? Kung na-document man, partial. So kapag naningil ho kayo dahil na-toxic yung pasyente, hihingihan kayo ng proof. Kung ang ipapakita ho ninyo ay kulang ang documentation or walang documentation, hindi ho kayo babayaran. In fact, pagdudahan pa kayo, baka maligal ho kayo. Here's the thing why is 72 hours critical? Because everything is all about documentation. Make sure they need to perform the habit that within 72 hours, nagawa na ho lahat yan. Okay? And it's written. Okay? So, it's not anymore what has been done, but it should all about be what if it's written or not. The first 72 hours, okay, is all about the initial diagnosis, nandyan ho yung labs and procedures na ginawa, and the severity, yung kwento ng pagiging toxic ng pasyente. Nandyan yan sa 72 hours. So ang tanong ko ho sa inyo, kapag sinabi ho nating 72 hours, ilang araw yan? Okay? How many days is 72 hours? Anybody? Naku, nag-compute. Okay. 3 araw. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Kung binayin yung pasyente, okay lang. Thank you very much ho, 3 araw. Pero kapag nilista ninyo na toxic yan, make sure kaya nyong panindigan yung tamang nakasulat sa unang 3 araw. Okay? The first 72 hours are very, very critical because you're going to defend kung ano yung sisingilin mo. Okay? Now, late entries will only lead to you will miss the comorbidities. Late entries, magkakaroon ka lang ng underpayment or magkakaroon ka lang ng red flag sa pag-audit. What needs to be documented? Okay. Day number 1, pumasok yung pasyente, yung chief complaint, yung history of present illness, PE initial impression. Diyan ho ngayon, pag-admit ng ROD ninyo, ng physician ninyo, you get to capture daw the comorbidities. Di ba? So, the admissibility, bakit inadmit siya? Sa day number 2, kung ano yung na-order sa day 1, lalabas na yun dyan. Labs, diagnostics, management, the progress notes or the SOAP. Lalabas yung mga complication. Lalabas yung severity indicators. Kung toxic ho ang sisingilin ninyo, make sure lalabas yan. Okay? Or kaya nyong ma-document. It's the same in day number 3. It's the same thing. Labs, management, progress notes, and complication. Okay? So, this alone will tell you, hindi lang ho yan pang doktor. Okay? Kasama ho ang nurse dyan. Sa ibang bansa ho, may I know, do we have nurses here right now listening and joining the webinar? If you're a nurse, if you have a nurse with you, can you please type number 1? Okay? Meron ba hong nurse dito ngayon? O may kasama pa kayo? Kindly type number 1. Wala tayong nurse? O that's sad. Anybody? Kung wala ho kayong nurse, type number 5. Okay, 11. Okay, may nurse. Okay? Sa ibang bansa ho, the reason I'm asking is this, sa ibang bansa ho, binabasa ang nurse's notes. Okay? The nurse's notes needs to supplement the SOAP of the doctor kung toxic talaga yan. Sabi nyo, nag-respiratory failure. So, yung residente ninyo, isinulat doon yung dramatics ng respiratory failure. However, yung nurse's notes naman, napaka-benign. Okay, dyan ho nagkakaproblema sa audit ng DRG sa ibang bansa. Okay? So, make sure may alignment ang nurses. Okay. Now, to give you an idea on how it is done, it's something like this. Okay. So, ito po, I simply gave you a more simplified way on how to understand this. Now, this is the flow. Meron ka ditong inadmit mo yung pasyente. Ito ngayon yung area ng ward, ORD, RCCU while the patient is admitted. Nasa floor or nasa loob ng hospital or rather, nandito pa ho yung may sakit pa and then si Doc will order the MGH together with a clinical summary. Here, this is the grouper before the billing office. Okay, kaya kailangan natin ng grouper dito para sa billing. Pag meron ka ng billing, may ISOA ka na, magpa-file ka na ng claim, papadala mo sa e-claims, this is PhilHealth. They will do a pre-audit or they will do a post-audit after payment. Okay, isa-isahin natin ha. Ito yon. Pag-admit ho ninyo, ito yung mga activities. Make sure may proof kayo. While nasa ward, OR, or nasa ICU man yan, it's the same story. The ability to document everything. Okay? Now here, the players are the doctors, the nurses, and the ancillary group. So, nag-MGH yung doktor ninyo. Nag-stable yung pasyente, nag-MGH na siya. So, ano ngayon ang kailangan? In other countries, so, all the information written here will be summarized into one document. Either a clinical summary or a piece of document that will cover all of these. Now, itong document na to, ang gagamitin ng DRG coder para sa grouper. So the grouper will produce the DRG code. This is where the base rate will come in, the relative weight will come in. Yung severity issue should also be encoded in the grouper. Itong severity will come from here. And this is where payment will be the basis. Okay? Ano ba yung payment? Payment equals the base rate times the relative weight. Okay? Yan yun. Now, meron ka ng grouper. So makakaproduce ka na ngayon ng bill and the billers will produce the electronic SOA and then the electronic statement of account together with the claim which is the CF5. Okay ha? Kita nyo ha? May ISOA ka, may CF5 ka na. Okay? Initially, baka gagamitin pa ang CSF, CF2, CF3, CF4, CF5, SOA. Ngayon, Make sure handa kayo sa results, sa chart, and sa SOAP. Then, ipapadala through e-claims, through the XML, and PhilHealth is here waiting for you for pre-audit, gaya ng CF4 or pagtanggap nila dyan, meron silang mga favorite na mga gustong basahin. Either they will require the chart, they will require a CF4, or a CF3 ba, with the results, SOAP, and the nurse's notes. Again, ito lang yung akin ha. Bakit ko yan isinulat? Yung chart hinihingi sa Thailand. Yung CF4, ginagamit dito yan. Kasama niya ang results. Yung SOAP, it's proof ng management kung severe ang pasyente, lalo na sa ICU, CCU. And the nurse's notes should supplement everything. Bakit kailangan niya? Kasi audit ang pinag-uusapan eh. Kung magbabayad sila ng 50,000, ipakita ninyo yung proof. This is pre, and another one is the post. It's the same. Okay. At this point, naintindihan ninyo? Type yes if naintindihan ninyo. No if hindi ninyo naintindihan. May I know? Okay? Before I proceed, type yes kung naintindihan po ninyo. Okay. Dr. Emily, thank you. Okay. We have yes and we have yes. And okay, at least sa 50 plus may tatlo. Okay, naintindihan nyo ha? Okay. So let us proceed. So ang goal natin is 1, 12, and 20. Yan yun ha. Nasaan yung problema? Nasaan yung potential problem ninyo? It's here. Okay? If you're operating a hospital, if you own one, this is where the potential problem comes in. If you do not get this correct, your claims will not be paid or you'll end up in legal. So make sure you focus on this. Okay? But if you can do this right, believe me, everything will fall into their proper places. So, let us proceed. Ito yung proseso ninyo. Okay? Himay-himay natin ha. Na-admit yung pasyente, pumasok sa ward or pumasok sa ICU, then, or nasa ORDR pa, nag-dialysis, nag-MGH, eventually, mag-medical evaluate, may CF4. Now, again, huwag niyong kalimutan. If the intention is to have 1, 12, and 20 sa DRG, okay, make sure you do the documentation properly. Okay? What's the next step here? So, ibig sabihin, kapag nag-admit ho kayo, you consider this. Kung nasa ward man yan, you consider this. Kung nasa ICU, lalo na sa ICU, you get to write all of this. Kung sa ORDR, kung meron kang maisulat, better. Kung nasa dialysis mo yung you can also add here. As long as pag MGH mo, meron kang 1, 12, and 20. Kung sakasakaling pwede. Okay? Now, magbabayad si PhilHealth, pati mag-o-audit sila. So make sure meron kang proof. Whatever anong sinulat mo dito, you have proof. Anong sinulat mo dito, you have the proof. And the same thing with here and here, you have the proof. Okay. Question po. Kung naintindihan ninyo ang diagram na to, you admit them, the goal is for you to have the 1, 12, and 20 if there is 1, 12, and 20, and then yung proof. Question. Sino ho yung source ng proof? Okay? Sino ang source ng proof na hinahanap natin? Can anybody identify sino sa hospital ang magiging source ng proof natin? Okay? Okay, it's the clinicians. Specifically, sino po? Sino sa kanila? Okay? The physicians, meron pong isa. Sila ho yung may hawak ng chart 24/7. Okay? Okay, it's the doctors and the nurses. Malinaw po ha? Yung proof ay manggagaling dito sa kanila. Yan. So, if these guys na nasa red can produce the right proof and can substantiate the 1, 12, and 20 for all of the areas here, wala ho kayong problema. Okay? Kung ito po sila ay kaya nilang panindigan ho, okay, yung proof related to this, there will be no problem. You will be paid even if they audit you 100 times, you will have no problem. So, the tip is you need to train your doctors and nurses on what to do and what not to do. Create a policy, okay, admit in 24 hours and complete all the proof in the SOAP. Okay? So, ang tinutumbok ko ho is ganito. Ang priority ho ay ito. Okay? If you want to be prepared, if you want to be ready sa DRG, make sure your doctors and nurses, okay, know ano ang gawin. Ano ba yung action steps na pwede niyong ibigay? Ano ba yung mga trabaho na pwedeng ituro sa kanila sa ER? Yung mga nurses ninyo sa ward, ano yung pwede ninyong ituro sa kanila na dapat nilang gawin? Sa ICU, ang dami mong pwedeng isulat dyan. What are the things that they need to know? Para maisulat nila sa 1, 12, and 20. It's the same OR, DR, and EMO. Okay? Question. Okay? It's very important that you train your doctors and nurses, okay, on the concept so that they will know what to do. So that they will know what to write per event ng kanilang sa journey ng pasyente. Kasi masasayang ko yan eh. Kasi the bigger the pay, or rather, the more toxic the patient, the bigger the pay. The toxic yung pasyente, hindi naman ho na-document. Sayang din, wala kayong bayad. Okay? Now, here's my question. Do you agree with me that it is very important to teach the doctors and the nurses, okay, specific action steps kung nasan man sila assigned? If you agree, type agree. Okay? If you do not agree, type no. The question is, do you agree na kailangan talaga silang turuan para ma-achieve natin yung 1, 12, and 20 at the same time may proof tayo? Okay? So yan ho ang tip dyan. Okay? Alamin niyo yung konsepto. Once alam niyo na, tutukan niyo talaga. Okay? Kung ang DRG will happen on 20 o on 2026, you still have time. Okay? You focus on these people and you give them the right action steps. Okay? So, I'll go back to the slide. So, extraordinary move. Number 3, the 1, 12, and 20. 1 principal, 12 secondary, 20 procedures. Why it matters? Okay. You need to build, okay, complete recording habits. Kahit wala pa ho yung grouper, sanayin nyo na ho silang maglista ng 1, 12, and 20. Okay? You don't need to wait for the grouper. The grouper, yung grouper ho, application lang yan. Okay? Pero bago mo magamit yung application, kailangan mo yung 1, 12, and 20. Yung 1, 12, and 20 is going to happen outside sa grouper. Doon ho yan nakasulat sa clinical chart. So yun ho ang tutukan ninyo. Again, nasa doktor at sa nurses yan. Okay? So you need now to record everything. You build habits on recording it properly, even if the grouper is not available. Now, why must hospitals list them now without a hospital-based list? Doctors and coders will miss critical diagnosis and procedures. Okay? The role of the doctors and the nurses and coders. Doctors must be aware which diagnosis count for DRG? Nurses, their notes often justify severity. So ang nurses, huwag nyo hong baliwalain yung role nila, ha? Or kung nandito kayo, importante ho kayo sa documentation. The coders depend on clear documentation from the doctors and from the nurses so that they can assign the right DRG using the DRG grouper. So, babalik ka pa rin dito sa image na to. Okay? Yung documentation, 112 and 20, you create a habit for that. You start listing them, and it's very important na malista na ninyo. So, babalikan mo na naman sila. Okay? Extraordinary move number 4, list and drill your top 20 admission. So, again, do not wait for the grouper. You start with DRG, practice na. So first, ang suggestion, balikan nyo yung top 20 ninyo. CAP-MR, sepsis, CS, stroke, UTI, okay? And then, gawa ho kayo ng exercise. Mag-simulate ho kayo. So, kung sino ho yung pasyente yung papasok dyan, ilista nyo yung 112 and 20. Paglista nyo ng 112 and 20, para wala hong risk sa income ninyo, make sure may proof kayo doon sa 112 and 20. Okay? At babalik pa rin ho kayo dito sa image na to. So, nag-admit ho kayo, ha? Yung top 20 na sakit na common sa inyong hospital, admit kayo. So, the person or the doctor who's on duty here, okay, ask him to list 112 and 20. And then, whatever ang nalista niya, ano ba yung proof? So again, tuturuan mo dapat sila. Ito, pati ito. Ngayon, pag na-admit na yung pasyente sa ward, okay, maglilista sila ulit ng katibayan kung tama ba yung nalista dito. And then, again, they need to have the proof. Okay? So, I'll go back, ha. It's all about documentation. So, tutukan ho ninyo yung documentation. So, from the documentation, your guide there is that this is the image. You get to see, kasi alam nyo na yung flow kung saan papunta yung pasyente. So, collect the 112 and 20 and make sure you have the proof. Okay? Yung proof naman, ang gagawa ho talaga na yan at magko-collect na yan are the doctors and the nurses. So, balikan nyo sila. So, once you understand the logic, okay, tutukan nyo yung 112 and 20 and then you do it on your top illnesses. So, mag-simulate ho kayo. Okay? So, now, move number 5. So, pag nag-simulate na ho kayo, make sure you need to capture the hidden money behind the secondary diagnosis. Okay? So, take note, meron ho tayong mga malnutrition, electrolyte imbalance, pressure source, infection, okay? Yung mga comorbidities ng mga smoker for how many years, hypertensive for how many years. To make it appear that it is severe, you really need to write it down. Why they matter? Severity drives DRG payment. It's not just the main diagnosis. Okay? It's not anymore the main condition. So kailangan ho ninyong maglista and it will affect yung payment. Okay? Again, you need to train your doctors and nurses. Never leave a complication undocumented. So, eto yon. Sila pa rin. Sila pa rin talaga ang tutukan ninyo. Now, number 6 is this. You do a shadow billing without the grouper. Okay? Shadow billing means you practice preparing and create mistakes and you learn. See the gaps and the delay. Pag pinatakbo ninyo yan, Saan ba kayo magkakaproblema? Nasa doktor? Nasa nurse? Okay? Nasa CF4? Okay? So, it will show readiness in documentation, readiness in coding, and readiness in claims flow. Okay? The doctors and the residents provide full documentation. Nurses ensure, okay, notes reflect the severity. Billers or coders convert notes into codes. Yung finance ho, they compare the MAC reimbursement versus the actual all case rate. Yung core ho talaga nandito pa rin sa kanila. Okay? Kasi kapag mali na ho ito, mali yan lahat. Okay? Kapag mali ang trabaho ng nurse pati ng doktor, okay, expect ho, hilaw yan lahat. Malaki ang chance na mali. Number 7, make DRG a boardroom issue. Okay? Yung DRG ho, hindi ho yan pang billing lang. Make sure yung board ng hospital alam nila ano ang DRG. Make sure the owners of the hospital knows the impact of DRG. Okay? It will affect income. Okay? It's dependent on the length of stay, the bed turnover, and doctor incentives. So hindi ho pwedeng wala ho kayong strategy, wala ho kayong game plan. It will not work. You really need to sit down with owners, the board, or top management. Okay? You need to plan it right. Okay? You need to predict the cost. You need to predict the expenses related to this. Kasi pag nagkamali ho kayo at hindi ho kayo handa dito, tatamaan ho talaga yung revenue ninyo. Okay? So, include DRG readiness in management meeting and in financial strategies. That is very, very important. If hindi pa ho ninyo alam ano ang DRG ngayon, okay? So, you can reach out to us and we can help you with that. The big picture is this, no? Hospitals that made DRG strategic, they actually thrive. In other countries na pinagplanuhan talaga, na meron talaga silang strategies, okay? Buhay na buhay ang hospital nila. While others who fail to prepare naturally will collapse. So the key insight here is that if hospitals prepare early, they can protect and grow revenue. But if they wait, it will be too late. Again, okay, this is the key. So, if you elevate it to the owners, make sure ho, alam nila ang konsepto at ang logic behind it. Okay? So, for those of you who are still listening right now, I would like to ask your permission. Is it okay if I'm going to present one slide? Okay? I'm going to offer something, okay, that is not fit for everybody, but something that will answer some of the common problems ng hospital ngayon. Is it okay? Type okay ho kung pwede ho ako mag-present ng isang slide. Okay? Okay po, maraming salamat. Now, this is what okay, sorry for that. Now, to answer the problem behind all of these, okay, this is what we provide hospitals right now. Okay? The DRG simulation package. The simulation package or the simulation package is that I go to the hospital, 4 days ito, and I teach you how to simulate it. Okay. So ano meron? Now, again, linawin ko lang, this is not for everybody. This is actually very expensive. So, I go to the hospital. Okay, this is a few days na session. This is there will be discussion or training on concepts, and there will be there is a mock simulation, and I will train the hospital how to do it properly from ER up to MGH. Okay? Kasi ho ang susi dito ang doctors and nurses. Okay? So I'll give the doctors and nurses yung kodigo. Okay? Ito po is done for you already. Gawa na, i-execute nyo na lang. Okay? There will be 300 action steps for the doctors and the nurses. There will be 100 clinical indicators. Kung ano yung sakit, ito yung isulat nyo. Yung action steps, ano ba yung dapat gawin ng nurses sa ER? Ano ba yung dapat gawin ng nurses sa ward, sa OR, sa DR? Nakalista na ho, gawin nyo na lang. Ano ba dapat gawin ng doktor? Per area, nakalista na, gawin nyo na lang. Okay? It's 300 in all. There will also be a 100 major comorbidity and complication. Yung comorbidity complication ho, ito ho yung listahan na magpapataas ng bayad ng DRG. Okay? So there is also 200 DRG billable non-surgical procedures. Ano ba yung mga procedures na hindi surgical na maaring bayaran? Example, blood transfusion. Okay? Spirometry. Okay? IV infusion. It's 200 all in all. Ibibigay ko sa inyo. Okay? A DRG Global Budget Strategy slide deck. Slides ho ito para magamit ninyo. And then, and many more. Ito po yung, ito ho, you can take an image of this. So, we're almost done with the 4 hospitals. Okay? This is also what we provide sa masterclass namin. Itong simulation package is for, specific po ito for DRG simulation lang. Now, ano ang meron? So once matutunan ho ninyo paano gawin ng tama using the list that I will provide, okay? The action steps that will be provided for the doctors and for the nurses, once you have all of one of those, the moment ho na matapos ito, ang simulation, sana lahat ng i-admit ninyo, either you start it with the IM group, after the time na matapos hanggang dumating yung araw na mag-implement si PhilHealth ng DRG, nakapag-practice na kayo ng 1, 12, and 20 sa inyong charting, SOAP, nurses notes, at antayin nyo na lang ho yung DRG grouper. Okay? Ulitin ko pag natapos ho kayo sa simulation package at umalis na ako, the goal there is from that day up to the time that PhilHealth will implement DRG, okay, your charting doon sa iyong actual na clinical chart is all about 1, 12, and 20 already. So you're way ahead, advance. Okay? You get now to have DRG habits. Okay? So, if you're interested, feel free to message us because ang aming vacant ho will probably start on October and sa November. We will only accommodate 5 hospitals for this. Okay? Yan. If you get to see, pwede ho ninyong picturean ito. Okay. Now, hindi ho ako, again, I'm going to say this, that this is not for everybody. This is very expensive, okay, at the amount of 430,000. Okay? No, 450,000 rather. So, and you get to have everything. Again, this is not for everybody. This is for hospitals who are interested to make it right sa DRG at hindi ho kayo malugi. Now, the amount is quite expensive right now, but believe me, once DRG will start, okay, that amount will be minuscule in terms of the amount of payment that you will have because your entire hospital is ready. Okay? Again, this is not for everybody. This is for hospitals who are just interested. Okay. So, that's my last slide. Okay? I hope naintindihan ninyo, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask ho. Okay? We still have time. Meron ba ho kayong tanong bago ho ako magtanong sa inyo? Okay? Any questions so far? Ang question ko ho is ganito. At this point ho, from the time we started, naintindihan ba ninyo? Okay? Can you confidently say that at this point, you now have a clearer grasp on what is this all about? Okay? If naintindihan ninyo, can you please type number 5? Okay? May I know ho? If hindi ninyo naintindihan, can you please type 1? Doktora, dapat naintindihan mo. Okay? Okay po, we have 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, thank you very much po. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope you can share it sa inyong mga kasama sa hospital. I hope you can explain it to your doctors and to your nurses. I hope you're honest enough na naintindihan ho ninyo. Okay. So, are there questions? Okay? Clarification or any intention for or if you're interested with the DRG simulation package, let us know. Okay? Or any other things. Feel free to send us an email. Okay. Going once, going twice. Okay. So if there are no more questions, will DRG... Okay, ganda ng tanong. Will DRG apply to the government hospital? Okay. Sa opinion ko po, yes. Okay? Kasi hindi ho pwedeng iba yung payment. Okay? Now, the reason nag-hesitate ako kasi may kwento ko yan eh. Which is ayaw ko nang ikwento ngayon. May chismis ko yan eh. But sa opinion ko, DRG will be applied also sa government. It's just a question kung isasabay or hindi. But I think isasabay ho yan. Mahihirapan ho si PhilHealth sa kung dalawa yung mode of payment. Okay? Sa ibang bansa ho kasi, initially, depende sa bansa. Yung iba, inuna ho yung rural, inuna muna yung mga private, or inuna muna yung mga counterpart ng infirmary natin. Inuna sila and then gradually increase, no? That happened in several countries. So by phasing sila. Okay? Others, nauna yung private bago yung government. Others, nauna yung government bago yung private. Okay? It can actually be done in so many ways. However, parang ang nasa implementing guidelines ni PhilHealth, I think it's going to be sabay-sabay. Okay? Yun ang pagkaalam ko. I hope nasagot yung tanong. Okay? Unless otherwise magbago ang isip nila kasi nga may kwento yan, well, I hope I stand corrected. Yun po. Other questions po? Okay? Ako, ang question ko ito. Yeah, I think meron ho. May kliyente din ako na wants me to go to Thailand with them. Okay, with the entire board. Yeah, meron po. Meron hong sa alam ko meron. Okay? Na nag-implement ng ganyan. Okay. Sir, may I know ho yung hospital ninyo? You are a level infirmary, level 1, level 2, or a walang level 3 dito. May I know ho? Okay, level 2. Okay. It's nice ho you're asking. Kasi it's nice to ask. Ako may question ako, sir. Sa tingin ba ho ninyo, mahihirapan kayo sa pag-implement? ng mga processes ninyo sa DRG right now or kayang-kaya naman ho? Okay? So sa ano lang, sa opinion nyo lang ho at this point in time. Hirap. Oh, okay. Okay. Naku, mas malaking problema yun, sir. Ano kayo, sir? Private or government? Kasi kung sa case rate pa lang, okay. Try nyo po magano, sir, mag-level up. Kasi documentation lang po talaga yan. Ano, yung mga problema sa PhilHealth. Documentation lang ho yan. Kasi once pag alam ng nurses, ng doctors din yung konsepto, and then naturuan din yung mga nurses, it's quite easy. So the intention is there. Sana pag nanggaling yung mga data sa nurse and sa doktor, pagdating sa claims, pati sa CF4, malinis na. Looking for other hospitals to form, oh, that's good, sir. So, yeah, unahan nyo na yung HCPN kasi medyo na-delay yung HCPN ng DOH. That's good, ho. Okay, coordination with the MDs and the nurses is a challenge. Okay, tama ho kayo dun, ma'am. Pero it's wala ho kasing choice eh. You really need to find someone na magtulay. Yun ho ang suggestion ko. Nagawa na ho namin yan ng ilang beses. Sa umpisa ho talaga sakit sa ulo yan. Okay? I will really agree with you ho na it's really a challenge. But wala ho kasing choice eh. They really need yung claims blueprint ho. It should work as one. Mag-unite ho dapat eh. Kaya kailangan yung nurses and doctors, meron ho dapat magtulay sa kanila. So this would mean, yung DRG team, you start ho, sir, sa hospital ninyo. Huwag muna kayong mag-network. Matagal pa ho yung network. Yung network, masakit sa ulo yan. Lalo na kung ang ka-network ninyo, yung LGU or DOH, medyo may refinement pa kung gawin yan. Bago kayo mag-network, make sure yung gumagana yung yung internal processes ninyo. So, kasi yan eh, there are two ways ang pagsingil dyan eh. As an individual hospital and through the network. Okay? But yung healthcare provider network, it's a work in progress. So, what I tell my clients is, kailangan magaling muna sa loob bago tayo makipag-network. Kasi sayang ho yung makipag-network ho kayo. Pagtapon nyo ng claim, return lang din. Dahil pangit yung documentation. Okay? So, isa pa yan, EMR. You work on you work on what you have right now. Kahit may EMR po yan, sir, hindi po yan, yung interoperability is another story. Okay? So, again, I would rather focus muna sa hospital rather than connect with others. Kasi, nag-network kayo, sunod yung ka-network ninyo, mas magulo kausap. Sakit sa ulo yun. Wala ko kayo mapapalaho doon. Well, yan lang yung sa opinion ko po. Okay? So, I hope yung iba naintindihan niyo yung sinasabi ni Sir ha, na HCPN and others. Kasi mukhang may saysay yung sinasabi ni Sir. Okay? So, the pleasure is all mine po. Okay. Do we have other questions before we end? Okay. So, in the event if some of you are interested or simply just want to inquire on the simulation package, feel free to email us. So if there are no more questions, thank you for joining. Good afternoon, and I hope we'll see each other next time. Magandang hapon and have a nice weekend po. Maraming salamat and thank you very much po. Thank you.